Business I might do is suggest that everybody do what I'm doing right now. The classic modern reminder. Maybe turn off or silence or set to vibrate first. Well, welcome to the second annual Night of Holiday Music presented by the Hudson Education Center, which is a nonprofit I set up here in the Dexter area. Tonight we'll be featuring high school and middle school students. I'm once again your MC for this program like I was a year ago. My preference is not to do that every year. I love to see students up here like running the whole thing, planning it, and actually putting on the entire program. That's our long-term goal. Tonight is really a test of a concept. Last year we tried it out here. This we came in here into sort of a more of an intimate environment. Think of this as we all decided to get together in someone's parlor, and this is a little spin-it piano, and everyone brought their instruments, and we're just taking turns playing some music for each other. And that's what we've got here tonight. The other part of the concept is, can we put on a program of enjoyable holiday/Christmas music featuring school-aged students in the community, and it's not a church program, and it's not a school program. We just get together and do music. So that's what you'll see here tonight. Well, we'll get started right away. Now, Christmas, do you guys need to stand?
We need one.
Okay. Now, Christmas was traditionally a 12-day long festival, historically. And it would begin on December 25th and would last for 12 days, all the way till January 5th. And during that time, there would be parties, feasts, family gatherings, reunions, music playing, a lot of festivities, a lot of merriment. You know, and back in the medieval days when they were really into that approach to Christmas, there wasn't this mass of volumes and volumes of Christmas music like we've got today. You were more likely to hear music like we're about to hear to start off the show. Dance music of a folk type of nature. And so to kick off our program tonight, we're going to be reminded of something akin to that type of style of just holiday festivities and just fun folk style music played with violins. I'm going to present to you now two DHS juniors, Krista Schaefer, and stand up Krista, and Lucy Bullard. They were both very active this past summer in helping us organize the first ever orchestra summer picnic to kind of get the orchestra kids kind of in sync prior to school starting. These two girls here were very active in running that, and Krista was the leader of it. And so also in this past year, she has been probably Krista is probably one of the single most valuable, one of the single, whatever that means, most valuable students we've had in terms of volunteering for our programs. And she's here again tonight, and she's been very, very reliable for us. I'll have them introduce their song, and we'll get the program started. Come on up, girls. Lesson Center, which are our piano students. Some young ladies that are taking piano from me, and this year I've added some helpers to that program. Krista's helped us out with some piano lessons. We're also adding a member on staff that will also do piano lessons. Possibly we can expand that part of the business. Her name is Megan Malloy. She's not here tonight, but she's a graduate from Oberlin College in music education with a piano major. So I hope you see more of her in the next few months in our programs. All right, we're going to start off with one of our piano students. This is Brady Wyman. And each of the kids will announce their own song. So come on up. Brady's a third grader at Wiley Elementary School, and Laura is also a third grader, and she has asked me to provide some help on her rendition of The First Noel. All right, so here we go. Well, if you've heard of the Lesser Farms, right here. I found out this year that they have, now listen to this, the best apple cider in the Dexter area. I'm not kidding. Next year, check that out. I know that's like, like controversial, but anyway. And she's a fifth grader at Creekside Intermediate School, and she just began this year as a trumpet player in the Dexter Band program. And she's going to be playing Joy to the World. Oh, actually, she would have announced it herself, but she wouldn't have said that she arranged it herself, pretty much, right? I mean, she pretty much put this one together, maybe with a little help from the brother, I don't know. But anyway, here's Amanda to play Joy to the World. To participate in this program, they take lessons, they pay for that, and so on. And so many of the students here are part of that, part of the process in terms of getting lessons, or maybe paying for an accompanist or a rehearsal session. But for the most part, they haven't paid a fee to participate in this program. When we do our quarterly programs, and this is one of them, our goal is that it's not fee-based, all right? So they don't have that motivation. They're here because they you know, they want to perform. Or maybe I've twisted their arm several times. So anyway, what I want to do now is introduce any of the board members of the Hudson Education Center which are present. I think we've got one here tonight. Am I right? I see only Laura. However, we do have a board member designee present as well. So first of all, here's Teresa Moore. If you would stand, Teresa is one of our board members. Very, very helpful, very amazingly helpful with us, and does an awful lot of hard work. And Tom, thank you definitely for sharing her with us. And then our board member designee is either going to be Scott or Beth Clipper. We're not sure yet. Here's Scott in the back, and then here's Beth sitting right there in the back. Scott and Beth have given selflessly, even though they have no, you know, there's really nothing in it for them personally. They take videos, they take photos, and they do a great job of editing them. They show up at everything, and they encourage their kids to participate. So I really appreciate them. I look forward to having them in a more formal capacity. One of them is going to be a member, one's going to be an alternate. We're going to sort that out eventually. All right. Now I'm doing a set of music that I'm calling the Solstice Suite. This is the first day of winter. It's the longest time of the year. So two of our students will treat you to first the Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. And this is by Joseph Moore, who is one of my piano students. Now, remember, this is a parlor of someone's home. It's a living room type of thing. And we're all just sharing our gifts. Joseph is not, and he doesn't mind me saying this, he's not master Moonlight Sonata yet. But he's eager to share it with you here tonight. And then he'll be followed by Christo, once again, who will play Clair de Lune by Debussy. Clair de Lune, which means the clear moon, or moonlight, or something like that. So yet it's Solstice Suite, 2 songs about the moon. It's nighttime. Okay, so there you have it. We'll start with Joseph. Here we go. Yeah, they're both very active in the band and orchestra programs. As I said, Krista's a junior. She's in the chamber orchestra. Joseph is in the concert band at Dexter High School. He's a freshman. One of, well, you're going to be hearing about this young man over the next few years if you stay in touch with us. You know, and so, well, continuing on. You know, our goal is to give young people, as I said, a chance to perform. You know, I kind of have a place in my heart for the student that may never be first chair, although we've got some outstanding first chair people here tonight, or that never gets a lead part in the play, although we've got a few like that, and we certainly celebrate their success. But the goal is to give the other kids a chance to have you know, the center spot on stage. Which they might have if they lived maybe somewhere further north from here, in a different school district or whatever. They participate in a very, very talented pool of kids. What we've learned is that to do a program like this, to make it successful, we need to start planning a year ahead of time. Right, Amanda? We've really got to, you know, so that means that as of tonight, I'm looking for a student volunteer manager for next year's holiday program. It's probably not going to be a junior or a senior because we found out how busy they are. It's probably an 8th or 9th grader, maybe a 7th grader, okay? And so and also a parent advisor. We need those two pieces to run a successful program. We're not going to grow if I have to, you know, if I have to try to do it. And I don't think people are interested in seeing the same old guy time after time. So if you would think about that, the students and the parents here, we really need your help to make these programs grow and be successful. Now we're moving into our final, what I call the final set of performances. These are self-motivated students. They set out to learn something specifically for this program. We'll start with a trio of flute members of the best, and I'm not exaggerating. Guys, this is the best flute section in Dexter's history in this year's symphonic band. 3 of them are playing in the chorus now. There's actually a 4th member of that same flute section, my daughter Caroline, who's over here, and she's also in that outstanding flute section. If you get a chance to see the band play this year, you got to go see it. And I'm pretty sure Dr. Moore will probably find something special for these guys to do before they graduate. 3 seniors, 3 flute players. I've got Bethany Hansen, our drum major, one of them, Amanda Clipper, and Kristen Lowry. I'll say a little bit more about Amanda in a moment. Well, actually, let me do that now. Along with Krista, she's one of our probably two most active student volunteers in this past year. Would you agree, Teresa? Probably these 2 young ladies here. And Amanda has been enormously helpful to us. Let's see, she's going to be the program director of our sock hop, which is a fundraiser in February. Amanda's in charge of that. I want to thank all 3 of them for sharing with us today, and I'll let them introduce their performance. Come on up.
Hello, as Mr. Dar said, I'm Bethany Hansen, this is Kristen Lowry, and this is Amanda Clipper. We're all 3 in the symphonic band at Dexter High School. We're the first 3 chairs. And today we have 2 short pieces for you. The first one that we're going to play is Carol of the Bells, and the second is Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
you kind of a piece of business on the Hudson Education Center. We did file for 501 status almost 2 years ago. And as of my last call to the IRS, they've not assigned an agent to it yet. So we've done all of the stuff we're supposed to do. I was exaggerating. It's more like 18 months, but 2 years sounds, rounding up. And I did talk to a representative. They said they're just backlogged. They've got some cases they've been working on since May. Just so you know, we've done our homework. We've done the right stuff. We just don't have our 501 yet. My treasurer, who's got a lot of experience in this, tells me that once it's granted, and both she and my board president, who both have experience forming nonprofits, have said this should be a slam dunk. This should be easy. We should certainly get the nonprofit. We work in music, performing arts. We provide programs to senior citizens at places like the Chelsea Retirement Center. And we perform for our youth, like at Dexter, Camp Dexter for the kids that go there over the summer. And then we do programs like this. We also want to be a resource to the teachers in an era of defunding of the arts. Our goal is to provide resources so that if they get defunded, that's okay. We've got the same stuff that they lost in terms of funding that we can provide to them. We are a nonprofit. We'll be asking for donations. If you'd like to donate, there's a look back period where, however many years back, you can still get the write-off. But any help you can provide is most appreciated. It will help us to grow. Our next performer, in a way, we're kind of moving into sort of the closing piece of the program. Each of these next couple performances are like legitimate kind of closers in their own right. And the first is a young lady that joined our cast last spring. And she helped us in our first sock hop and did some excellent renditions of some kind of bluesy rock standards. I sort of kind of compare her to Etta James a little bit, and it's really fun working with her and hearing her sing. She was eager to perform last summer. She performed at the Chelsea Retirement Center. She sang at Camp Dexter, and she just loves to share her gift with us. I want you to also look for her on the stage of Crazy for You next month, performance at the Dexter Drama Club. Her name is Alexis Benson, and she's going to share a Christmas standard with you that you're going to recognize that we really just kind of worked up today. Actually, so you'll see what a quick study she is. So here's Alexis Benson, a 9th grader at Dexter High School.
I'm Alexis Benson, and I'll be singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
upcoming events are February 22nd, a sock hop fundraiser, our annual fundraiser, annual campaign. This will be at Mill Creek Middle School. Is that a Saturday night? February 22nd. Yeah. Amanda is the project director of this, and it's we'll have a live band, and it's a contest, so the fees, you know, our funds are being raised for the fees people pay, and we're getting the word out to all the big swing dance clubs in the area and stuff. And I think you'll have fun. It's a good family event, and it's local, and it's great music, and it's going to be at the Mill Creek Cafeteria. March 9th is our State Solo and Ensemble Showcase, where we feature the students that did the best performances at the District Solo and Ensemble Festival. Krista is our director for that program. That'll be here in the sanctuary of this church, probably 2 or 3 o'clock that afternoon. And then in early May, a year-end program where we hope to put on like some of our favorite moments of the whole year. But that's getting late in the school year. It's hard to motivate students to participate. So we'll see how that works this year. All right, and now getting kind of top billing in the way today is a 7th grader. This young lady was the first to step up and say, I want to be in your Christmas program this year, in August. And she came to me in September, October, at that time frame and said, I've got my music picked out, I'm ready to start rehearsing. You know, and she just kept reminding me, kept calling and asking, when can we start? And that's exactly the spirit of this program, of all of our programs, is when students say, I want to perform and I'm ready. And so this young lady is the model of that. She got me the piano part, brought it to me, and made us ready to go. So, you know, what I like about our programs is there's nothing fancy. It's not a big production. It's just the simple sharing of a gift. And so now I want to present to you Cara Young, who will be playing on her viola. Santa plays the viola, a 7th grader from the Mill Creek Orchestra. end our program today is the one piece of the show that I insist on. And I'll introduce these guys in just a moment. But first, way deep behind the scenes, of the Hudson Education Center. If it ever becomes anything, if in 10, 15, 20 years, you know, there's a whole different group of people and it's got its own building, whatever the case may be, there are two people that are way behind the scenes that you can't imagine the sacrifices they've made to make this vision at all a reality. It's my parents, Richard and Martha Darr, who are sitting right over here, and I wish you would thank them. And so the only tradition that I insist on is this final piece. This goes back to when I was in elementary school in Rochester, New York. And I don't want to introduce any kind of a controversial topic at all, but a memory that I have is being in a school assembly during school and having teachers perform this next piece. They called themselves the Faculty Five. Mr. Sutliff played piano. Mrs. Goodwin, my 5th grade teacher, sang the soprano part. Miss Dee Dominicis sang the alto. And she, along with Gerald Woolfolk, is one of the 2 most important people in my life in terms of my musical aspirations. The baritone was Mr. Lawler, a dapper old gentleman at the time that had a bow tie. And the tenor was the school principal, Mr. Barker. And they would sing this song to the students during school. And it's just a hardcore, well-entrenched memory of mine. I dedicate this song to teachers and to anyone that works with youth. And I've asked a select group of students to present the classic and beautiful historic song, "O Holy Night" by Adolph Adam. I love to feature our seniors on this show. So this year we've got one of Dexter's, frankly, best of all time. And that's not an exaggeration either. Harrison Kane will be singing the baritone part. We've got Danny Laird, and maybe his first solo vocal performance. Am I right? Is that all right? So I actually got him for the tenor part. You'll see him, both of them on stage next month in Crazy for You. We got Alexis to sing the alto part. And then we asked Bethany to come do double duty, and I really appreciate Krista and Bethany and anyone here who's been up here twice, Alexis. And Bethany is on the soprano part. I know that our 2 seniors in this group, Bethany and Harrison, I believe are both going into music. Has that been decided yet in college? And I think that, you know, the only reason we do anything in life, that we make any kind of money or have any kind of success, is so that we can end up with the arts in our communities. So these guys are just kind of starting out with that. They're going right for it. And if you get a chance to see them in their careers and buy some tickets, by golly, do it. Although Bethany's going to be a teacher, and you don't have to pay tickets to see her. But anyway, so to present in our 2nd year in a row, to close the program with "O Holy Night," I hope you'll enjoy this wonderful rendition of "O Holy Night." Come on up, guys. For the 5th book. I might see. thank you all for coming, and I'd like all the young people, again, come on up here, and I'd like to give us all one more round of thanks for them to share. Everyone come on up, please perform. We need a picture of you guys too, so don't leave. Here we go. Set little guys up here. Pardon me? No, let's get some there. How about if we did, let's put Amanda and Bethany and Kayla. We should at least be in chairs because you're our senior girls. Yeah, so how about you guys go on these right here? The girls on actually. Guys in the back, scoot up a little bit. Lucy. Yeah, Lucy, mine is for you. And okay, photo op. I'll get in one here. I hope you'll all stay for some refreshments. Thanks for coming once again.
Just ping everybody. Yeah, we'll have to ping everybody. Say, okay, who got photos?